Hey, what's up everybody? Prospector here with Watcher Realms. Today we're checking out the new campaign chapter 10, and it looks like we even have a new resource raid for experience coming in here. Anyways, without further ado, let's dig in. Alright, so now let's get on to N10-1 and see what is on the map here. So we have the Frostborn Executioners. The Frostborn Executioners are like the little mini bosses that are on the stage. They have some significant damage and they come out of hibernation as well. These are the guys that are hibernating under there. Frostborn Expeditioners, they speeds up the guys that are hibernating. So if they get to them, they're going to start speeding up the timer for them to come out. So you want to take them out before they get spawned. We also have the Wallopers. Like that name, Wallopers. Frostborn Berserk. After the Frostborn Walloper appears, he gains a slow healing buff that can be dispelled. The same thing for the Cleavers and the Musketeers. Now you gotta notice that the Musketeers attack is actually relatively high. It is ranged and it reaches quite far. It looks like to be about 4 tiles. So anybody dealing with the Musketeers, you want to make sure you have a healer on them to make sure that they don't get taken out. So let's go in there. I'll show you the team that I'm working with. I'm working with a simple Piercer and Esoterrorist team. I figured it's a good combination of abilities to be bringing along at any stages to have a nice Piercer team. So a Yolvar, Silas, Hex, running with a ESO team with Cyrus, Boreas, and Comet. That would be our magic damage, so we have a good mix of physical and magic damage in there. And then bringing 2 tanks, so Oleg and Brokir, or Oleg and Isolde, you know, one of those two will work. So far I haven't used them too much, but Eloin and Hollow as your main healers, and for help with Rage Regen as well. So let's get into the fight, and I'll show you how to get it done. It's pretty straightforward, pretty simple. Alright, so starting off the match here, we're going to place Comet facing down on this first tile up here. That's to take care of these like tankier guys coming down. They're tanky, you're using magic damage, mage, makes sense. You see he's doing relatively a lot of damage, about 70k per hit. As long as you have 3 times attack percentage on the right side, Warlord side on the left side, you should be seeing the same kind of results. Nothing too crazy. He didn't even have to ult. I'm gonna place Silas right above him, facing to the right. As soon as Silas's ult is ready, we'll go ahead and activate it. And we'll also place Hex here, facing left. There you go. Hex will take care of a little bit of the middle one and this end one over here. We activate Silas. We'll also activate Hex as soon as we can. There we go. As soon as Hex takes out that furthest crystal, go ahead and pick up Silas. Silas takes it out. Pick him up. Hex should be able to finish these 2 off by himself. We're going to place Yolvar right here. Hex should be able to take care of the rest of this by himself. Now we're going to go ahead and place Hollow right here, facing right. And then Boreas is going to take this tile right here. Come on, Hex, get the work done. He's not doing a ton of damage, but it is magic damage, and he is again built in 3 times attack percentage on the right side in Soulbound Arcana. Warlord on the left side. It's kind of how you want to do it. Whenever you're dealing with really high defenses, you want to boost that attack as high as possible. Okay, so Hex is done. We're gonna go ahead and pick him up. Going to start placing some defenses down. So we're gonna place Oleg right here and Brokir underneath them, or vice versa. Put on 2x for a moment. Comes enemies down the center. Activate Comet's ult as soon as he comes in range. There you go. Take care of that pretty straightforward. Brokir under Oleg. Go ahead and activate Hollow again. Try to get Boreas' ult back. Then we're going to place Eloin right here in the center, facing down. And then we're going to place Silas right here, facing left. Now we have some of these guys coming down here to try to get those guys out of hibernation, but they're already gone, so we can just go ahead and activate Yovar to take them out. We're back on 2x for a moment. So these guys come up, go ahead and activate Boreas. We will put it on 2x again. Activate Hollow. Same thing here, activate Comet as soon as they get in range. You see it's pretty straightforward. Like one guy slipped by, here comes the boss down the bottom side here. Boreas isn't going to take him out. He's giving him some freezes and stuff, holding him back. Up top, we're going to use Yovar to take care of these three. And then when this guy gets in range of Silas, we're going to take him out. Pretty easy. And there you go. Done. Stage 1 of Chapter 10 completed. Let's move on. I always really enjoy these new campaign chapters that they add in. I think some of the coolest stages in the game, unfortunately, are from campaign, and we don't have to really farm them or do anything crazy with them. But it does give them an opportunity to be kind of wild with what they're going to do. And typically, when these new campaigns chapters come out, they add new mechanics into the game. You can see we have hibernation in there, stuff like that. We have the cooldown guys coming in. But alright, so on to Chapter 10, Stage 2. Let's take a look at the stage. It looks about the same. We have the Executioners, we have the Frostborn Knights, those are new. We have the Cleavers, the Wallopers, the Musketeers, and Expeditioners. These are the guys that are going to be speeding things up. Musketeers doing damage. The Wallopers are going to be hitting you really hard with high defense. Those are the tanks that are coming down. Cleavers doing some damage. Frostborn Knight looks pretty tough. You'll see at the end of the stage they kind of pop in and they have really high defense, HP, and attack. You don't want these guys getting into your defenses. They might just take them out on you. We also have the Executioners with really high HP and attack. So let's get in there. We're going there with the same exact team and try to make it work. Okay, so starting off, I'm going to place Silas right here facing... Nope, to the left, sorry. Right here facing down. And as soon as we can, we're going to place down Yovar facing right in that left tile over there. He's safe. These guys over here can't hit him, so... And just like before, I'm going to activate Silas as soon as we can. And as soon as Silas takes these two out, we're going to pick them up as well, so it's pretty much the same. Right, so we're going to go ahead and place down Comet facing upwards right here. Come on, Silas. Get it done. Alright, Silas has got it done. We're going to pick up Comet. We're going to place Hex right over here facing to the right. And hope that he has what it takes to take out all three of these guys. These tanks are coming forward, so we're going to go ahead and activate Comet. We are also going to go ahead and place our first tank defender right here. Just to guard against those musketeers. Activate Hex. They might shoot a Hex, but Hex is pretty tough, so they can handle it. Alright, so now we are going to go ahead and place our Hollow right here. That last one up top here is going to be taken care of by Silas, so no big deal. Comet's going to take care of these guys over here. We do need to get a healer up over there, though. Okay, got our healer. Hex is doing a mighty fine job over there. He is awakened 5, I believe, though, so he's in tough gear. And he has maxed out exclusive, so we're gonna face Silas facing upwards here. Activate Hollow, try to get his ult back as soon as possible. We can go ahead and pick up X. Activate Silas. And we're gonna place Boreas right Let's say right here. Activate Yovar to take care of these two quick. And we're gonna leave Silas up there. There'll be some guys coming out on top there. He can help taking down Various. It's helpful to have him there. We're gonna put her on 2x for a moment until some guys start spawning up. I'm gonna place Brokir right here just from extra defenses. Now here comes some big tough guys to the left side. Activate Comet as soon as they show up. Guys coming up from top corner, activate Boreas. Get a head start on them. Those musketeers up there can actually cause some trouble, so you want to make sure you take them out. If your Boreas is strong enough, you don't have to go with the Silas here. I'm going to actually pick him up. I'm going to put my Hex down here facing left. These guys should all be fine. We just have some guys coming down to reduce the amount of time, and it's not really an issue for us. As soon as these guys up here, these are going to be those new bosses that are coming in. We're going to go ahead and activate Hex and try to take them out as soon as possible. Comet is going to be on top of it as well. As soon as Boreas is ready, go ahead and activate his ult. Hex just wreaking havoc in the top left corner. Definitely have to work really hard to come up with free-to-play strats for this. This is tough. I will leave Hex up top there. We're gonna activate Yovar as soon as these guys come out. Get them right now. Activate Hollow. As soon as Boreas is ready, go ahead and activate his ultimate as well. That should take care of those last three and finish the stage for us. Get him, come on. Give us some time. There you go. Stage complete. Stage 2, chapter 10. Not so bad, right? No, it is pretty tough. It is pretty tough. It's gonna be tough. A lot of people are gonna struggle with these stages, I know it. I find like old chapter 9 stages and 8, those stages are actually pretty tough as well. Alright, so let's move on to chapter 10, stage 3. This stage has a new enemy as well. It's called the Frostborn Flamewalker. This enemy is going to shoot fire at you or your enemies coming up from this top corner over here, inflicting burning. So it's going to be required to have a healer, though I will say you do not need any kind of cleanser up there, but a cleanser to help. Otherwise we have the same heroes we were been running with before, the Wallopers, the Musketeers, the Expeditioners, Cleavers, Executioners, and the Frostborn Knights. Now the team's going to change just a little bit on this one. We're going to pull out Oleg and we're going to throw in Volka to help reduce the time to pick up Silas and Hex and move them around to take care of those hibernating enemies. Alright, so let's go in. Alright, so we're going to start by placing Silas up in this top tile here, facing down. It's really important he's facing down so he can take care of this piece here too as well. You see, that's about how much he chunks his damage off. It's pretty good. Pretty good damage. Flamethrower attack enemies, bolts explode on impact. Yes, they do. Place Eloin below him to keep him alive. Go ahead and activate his ultimate whenever it's ready. And then it is a rush to take care of the bottom part here. Defend against these tankers coming in. These guys, they don't do a lot of damage, but they can be a nuisance. There's a lot of them. Kind of a pain to deal with. We're going to start with a Brokir. And then Comet will go over here facing left. As you can see, Silas is unable to take care of all three in one go. It is what it is. Not really much you can do about it. Then here we're going to go ahead and place Hex facing left. No, we're going to wait for that. We're going to do Comet first. Place Comet here facing left. You can activate Brokir if he gets in any kind of trouble. I hope Silas gets time here. Activate Silas to take care of that guy. Should take him out. There you go. Activate Comet to take care of these tanks on the bottom. We're gonna go ahead and place Hex here facing left now, because this gal here is trying to expedite the time of the hibernation here. It's not good. But activate Hex's ult as soon as you can. And we're gonna go ahead and pick up Silas. We're gonna place Yovar up here. Actually, we'll take care of these two guys hibernating at the bottom. Now we're gonna place down Hollow facing upwards. The hopes is that Yovar can take care of these two flamethrower dudes before he causes any kind of big trouble. And then we can get Silas back over here. Take care of these two guys in hibernation. Here they come down here. Go ahead and activate Yovar. We'll go ahead and place Boreas up here as well. And activate Eloin to make sure they stay alive. We can activate Boreas. And Comet. Sorry, there's a lot going on all over here. There's enemies coming from all different directions. Got a little flustered there for a moment. Okay, so now we have to place Silas facing upwards. We're gonna leave Hex facing, or there facing the left. As soon as Silas is ready, you can go ahead and activate his ultimate. And then you can pick him up right away, pretty much again. As soon as he takes care of this guys. Alright, come on Silas. I know these stages seem super tough, and they seem that way because they are. Sure, we're gonna come up with better strategies to get this done a little more free-to-play friendly, but for now, this is what I have. I'm kind of just working out each stage, coming back and recording it. We'll just deal with what we got here. Go ahead and pick up Yovar. He doesn't need to be there anymore. And then we have 3 of these guys coming down. We're pretty tough with a flamethrower as well. Look at Boreas just doing some work quick before they come over. If you look up top, here we got some of the big dogs coming in too. So we have to be mindful of that. We have 5 seconds until Silas is ready. We go ahead and activate Comet, start doing some work. Get Broke here going. Place Silas here facing down. And activate Hollow. And this should be pretty much straightforward to finish this off. And there you go. So bad. Not so bad at all. Remember, if you're looking for a certain stage, you can just kind of bounce around in the video using the timestamps to find whatever you need to find. I know this is a long video, and it can be a bit boring at times. Alright, so now we're on to chapter 10, stage 4. Let's see if there's any new enemies that we should check out. No, but there's tons of guys hibernating. Look at all these guys. No worries though, you know, Yovar, your mages like Comet and Boreas, they can take these guys out. It just takes a lot longer for them to do so. Alright, so we have the Frostborn Knights, Executioners, Musketeers, Cleavers, and Expeditioners, which we've all seen. So let's go ahead and jump right into the fight. Same team, we're bringing Volko along for the cycle up time, just to be able to cycle the units a lot faster if we need to move anybody around. Alright, so I know there's a lot of guys hibernating here, but do not panic. We're going to go ahead and place down Silas facing upwards right here. You should be able to take out these two and try to help pick off these guys in the top area here. Shouldn't be a problem. As his ult is ready, we'll use it. We'll place Hex right here. You gotta take out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These guys that are ignoring defense are just doing a ton of magic damage, are very useful for this, so... Well, Silas should take this guy out. There you go, perfect. Activate Hex as soon as he's ready. We are going to go ahead and place Yovar facing right here to help take care of these enemies that are coming in. They're a nuisance. And he should start targeting this one up here. Perfect. Now we're going to go ahead and place down Elowin, facing upwards right there. Hex doing a lot of work. My boy Hex. Favorite PvE champion. A hero in the game. My opinion anyways. Come on, Yovar, attack him. You doing? He didn't switch targets. That's annoying. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and place Boreas right here, facing to the right. We're going to activate him just to help with those units. That should take care of any kind of mobs sneaking by over here. There you go. Activate Yovar whenever you can. We can go ahead and pick up Silas because we're not going to need him there anymore. Yovar and all those guys are going to be taking care of that for the most part. Go ahead and place Comet facing upwards right here. Alright, I can pick up Yovar. We're going to go ahead and put a tank up here. I'm going to pick up Boreas. Pick up Elowin. Go ahead and activate Comet. And we're going to go ahead and can't get Comet in the heal range, so we're just gonna go ahead and place Hollow right there. We're gonna wait, right? Yes, so go ahead and place Cyrus right here facing down. Just a little bit of tankage going on. Should be able to hold them off temporarily until we get Silas placing here facing left. That should be able to handle that. By the way, Cyrus is in a Guardian set with really high HP. He is our extra tank. This is something to consider. I'm gonna go ahead and place Boreas here facing right. Silas still doing work. Activate Boreas. We're gonna have to go ahead and place Yovar over here. And as soon as we can, go ahead and place down your Volca. We'll go start picking these guys off. Little by little will also help keep them healed up. And hopefully the rest of them don't get over there. That's the idea. We're at 2x for a moment. Hardened Musketeers. Take this guy out. I'm gonna activate Volca. Now the enemies are gonna start coming in from the bottom side here, and this is why Silas is over in this right corner over here. You see how Yovar was able to keep himself up because Volca was on the field. That's what we're looking for. If your Volca is struggling to stay alive, go ahead and activate Rokir because he has the ability to give them physical and magic damage reduction. That's something to keep in mind. We can activate Hex over here. You'll kind of do some work. We can just put it on auto now and 2x. And they should take care of the rest. Perfect. And that is it. What a struggle. Like I said, this is going to be a huge video. Takes a lot to get all 15 stages into one video, but I want it that way, so when I upload it, you guys just go to the one video, stage A, stage H, whatever you want. Alright, so let's go ahead and check out the map. It looks like we have the Executioners, the Knights, the Flamewalkers, Musketeers, Cleavers, Wallopers, and Expeditioners. Kind of like an all roundabout team going on here. And we are going to go in with the same team because it is a very strong metatonic kind of team. So let's go ahead and start it. We'll see how far this team can carry us, but I think it's going to carry us for a long ways. Okay, so now we have these little things here. Dwarven smelters are vulnerable tools for dwarves to craft weapons. Players will prioritize destroying them. So when you place your units down, they're going to automatically attack those first. As you can see here, Silas is just taking that out. If they get to them, they spawn a little enemy, which is less than ideal. We're going to activate Silas right away. I'm going to go ahead and place Hex here facing down. You can see one of the enemies just came out. Basically, when you took it out though, it does spill and let these guys come out of hibernation. That's something to also keep in mind. Go ahead and place Elowin right here. Perfect. And then we're gonna go ahead and place Boreas facing down here. Got a little bit of time. We're gonna get ourselves a tank out. Right here. Hold these guys back temporarily. Gonna activate Silas again and take this out. Or it gets out of hibernation. Pretty straightforward. We're just gonna hold off down here for a moment until Comet is ready to spawn. Right, here comes Comet. We're gonna face him right here, facing upwards. And up on top, we're gonna have one of those flamethrower guys come out, so go ahead and activate Boreas. You should be able to hit him from there. Yep. It's not really necessary, but it does help keep him alive. We're gonna go ahead and activate a Wood Elf up here to help keep him healed up. And we're only really concerned about taking out this first guy, and then after that we don't have to worry too much. We're gonna go ahead and activate Hex to make sure that these guys don't get by. And we will also go ahead and place down a Cyrus right here. We're not going to activate his ultimate unless one of his skeletons die. So we can actually go ahead and pick up Boreas. And we will face Yovar right here, facing up. We'll put it on 2x. It's pretty much locked down at this point. Go ahead and activate Comet. As soon as we come, we're going to place Boreas down this bottom part here. While take care of these enemies up top. We can activate Silas and Yovar. And then we can wait until Boreas is ready to come down. 1 second. Alright, there you go. These guys aren't like super scary or anything. If they do come out of hibernation, you don't really have to worry too much. It is just nicer not to have to worry about them at all. Activate Yovar. And at this point, you're kind of free to do whatever you want. It's pretty much locked down. It is pretty much locked down. We're just going to be ulting whenever we're ready. And all of these heroes. For that reason, I'm just going to go ahead and speed up, put it on 2x. Just ult whenever you get to them. It should be pretty straightforward. Couple more. Last one. There you go. And we're done with that one. There you go. Not too bad. 3 minutes 50 seconds. Let's complete it. Like I said before, I know this isn't very free-to-play friendly, but it is the endgame kind of campaign stuff. And typically those stages are tough and they just stay tough. So, alright, so Chapter 10, Stage 6. Let's check out the map. Look at the Executioners, the Flamewalkers, the Musketeers, the Expeditioners, and the Wallopers. pretty much the same kind of guys. We do have the little chests, or whatever they are, their workstations. I don't remember what they're called, but they're not really a big issue. What it is a little bit of a big issue is it's hard. The stage is starting to get a little more difficult. It's hard to keep heroes alive in certain areas long enough to be able to take out what we need to take out. I'm gonna start with Hex over here. Hex lasts a little bit longer. He does a little bit better job of taking on multiple of these guys in hibernation. Some of these guys we are going to ignore this time around. You will see in a moment. We're gonna go ahead and place Silas facing down right here. Like I said before, it's not really that hard. If these guys do wake up and start coming around and you have Silas and Hex, it's not the end of the world. It's really not. So we do want to go ahead and activate Silas here. We're going to go ahead and get a tank up right here. Perfect. Come on, Hex, get your work done. Go. All these guys really are these guys right here. So it's not, you know what I mean? We're going to wait for a DPS unit, actually. We're going to go with Boreas right here, facing left. We do take out these little chests here. They do spill over the lava, and when the enemies walk through them, it does a significant amount of damage. So we're going to throw in the towel with Hex. We're going to pick him up. I'm going to go ahead and put down Elowin right here. And we're going to activate Boreas. Try to take out these guys before they get too far. We will activate, we're going to place Hollow up here facing down. This one we're going more on the defense than we were in the past. Activate Rook here. Rook here will help activate Boreas' AoE, his Ice Haven ability. These guys right here are a pain, but nevertheless, we must deal with them. So we're going to go ahead and place Yovar facing down here. Hopefully take out this chest. Spill over, do a little bit of fire damage when they come by. We're going to go ahead and activate Silas. Take out this guy. Remember, these guys do a lot of damage. We're going to face Hex facing upwards. We're in this tile here. I'm going to activate Hollow. I know there's a lot going on. Wait until these guys do come in, and then we will activate Hex. Take out this enemy coming in here. And Comet right now is kind of stuck in a rock and a hard place. There's not really much. I'm going to switch out Yovar and put Comet up here. And do a better job doing some damage to these guys. Pay attention to your Elowin. These musketeers coming by do a lot of damage. A lot more than I originally thought that they would. So be careful. Go ahead and activate Comet. I like the new ideas that they have going on in these stages, like the lava spilling out, interactive kind of terrain, I guess you would say. It's pretty interesting. I wish they do a lot more of this in like events and especially in a campaign and stuff. We might start seeing more of this. Just based off the fact that... Okay, so we do have a flamethrower guy down here. So we do want to help heal these two up. You're going to struggle a little bit. I'm going to activate Silas because things are getting heavy up top and Broke here. And then we can hit X. Now we're in a DPS check right now. Activate Comet to help out a little bit with those guys. There you go. Things are looking pretty good. Now I think we just have it's a matter of taking out these tanks. I can't reach him over here. Can't even see him over there. And get him here, but that's not going to help me. I'll just wait. I'll place him right here. There's a little hammer up here. I think is when it hits, it actually does damage to everybody. It seemed like it anyways. So we have some lava spilling. But he'll be able to walk through that, right? Turn? Yep. You can see he's taking a bunch of damage from that. Every little bit helps. Go ahead and activate Boreas on the bottom side. And we will activate Silas as soon as these guys are in range. Get Hollow again. I think that's it for the guys throwing fire, so we don't have to worry about them too much anymore. We'll wait a little bit. And then we'll activate Hex. I think we should be able to just put on auto, put on 2x, and it should just finish up on its own. Yep, pretty much. There we go. These guys should be done. There you have it. There's another one down. So far, not too bad. I really like these stages. They are a lot of fun to figure out and come up with a way of placing your heroes down and get the stage completed. Alright, so let's move on to chapter 10, stage 7. In stage 7, we're looking at the same kind of enemies, but we do have the Setram times 7000 or Setram X 7000. It's a very cool thing. We talked about this a little bit in the update. This is the new boss that we're going to be looking at. I like the boss, I like his mechanics, but they're a little bit weird. He has oil slick, fires a shell from a random barrel at the target. On explosion, black oil forms on the ground. Here's an oil cell for reduced attack speed, cannot be dispelled, has an effect duration. Flaming barrage fires multiple shells from barrels at all deployed heroes, dealing AoE damage across the entire battlefield. It just hits everybody. Ignites all oil areas and inflicts burning and additional damage on heroes within these areas. And we have Robot Reprisal, which is consecutively marks multiple targets with relatively high rage, then begins to channel. Upon completion, launches missiles at the marked targets, dealing damage that scales off the target's rage percentage. That is a real pain. It's like these giant lasers that come down, it's all this AoE damage across the whole board. And I think the best way to deal with this is just to take them out right at the beginning, then deal with everything else as you can as you're going along. But then we also have the Flame Walkers, the Executioners, Knights, Wallopers, Musketeers, Expeditioners, and the Cleavers. But pretty much everything that we've ran into so far. Now we do this with the exact same team. I just managed to get it done. We are going to go ahead and place down Hex and Silas right away to take down the boss as soon as possible. We do not want to deal with his mechanics. If you're at this video, looking at this part of the video, I'm sure that you already hear because you're trying to figure out how to deal with this. Now a Silas plus a Dolores might be able to deal with it, or a Silas plus another high DPS unit, single target. But you do want to hit him fast and hit him hard. So the first thing that we are going to do is we're going to place Silas facing up right here. And then we will place Hex over here facing to the right. Just like that. Now, Hex isn't going to target him right away. He's going to target this little treasure chest thing. We're going to hit him with Silas right off the bat. Hex should switch targets to him after that's gone. And there you go. This should down the boss before we run into any major troubles. And then we're going to place Boreas down here. And Boreas is going to be able to take care of all these guys on his own, which is a pretty cool, neat little feature. You see the boss is just about done. Hex should finish him off. Don't need to worry about this one going to your portal. It's going to go down. We're going to pick up Silas. We're going to pick up Hex. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and place a tank right here. Yeah, right here. We're going to have Boreas still down here, just doing work nice and slowly but surely. And then we're going to go ahead and place LON right here. And a little bit of a waiting game here. I'm going to place Comet right here facing down. not so bad so far, right? I mean, you get to see the boss, his mechanics. If he gets loose and starts walking around, he like one-shots everybody, so you don't want to mess around with that too much. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and place Hex up here facing left, and Silas right here facing left. Do not need to ult with Comet, but if you run into trouble, go ahead and do it. We're gonna ult with Hex as soon as we can, and Silas to take care of these two guys, and they're gonna kind of remain there, kind of taking care of the enemies coming down this side over here. As I said before, Boreas is quite capable of taking care of these enemies down here. They still have a lot of timer left on them. Now we need to get more defenses up on the left side here, so I'll go ahead and place Cyrus facing left. Remember, he's in a Guardian set. Most of these enemies down here do not do any kind of ranged attacks, so you should be pretty solid. Run into trouble, go ahead and activate his ultimate. If not, then you should be fine. We're going to pick up Boreas now, so we can use him elsewhere. Just a moment. Alright, so that guy's down. Here comes a flamethrowing guy. And we're going to activate Hex, take care of these guys coming down. And guys going up. Hopefully he can take care of this guy. I think he can. He stunned him. That's okay, we got a plan for him as well. Boreas right here facing up. Activate his ult. And we can activate Yovar as well. Should be taking him out. There you go. Not so bad, not so bad. I'm gonna put 2x for a little bit. Nothing else special happening right now. Don't need to activate anybody's ults. These guys are just gonna walk around, trying to be sneaky. They're assuming that you have units down here in hibernation yet, but we got them all taken care of. Activate Silas here. Take care of these three. Whatever we can of those three anyways. That way we have Comet's ult when these guys get up there. They're just tanks, nothing crazy going on here. Activate Boreas again. Do a little more damage to this enemy up here. As soon as these guys get in range, you can go ahead and activate Comet. I'll go ahead and put it in 2x. Go ahead and activate Yovar. And, I mean, you kind of get the gist of it. We're just going to be going through until these next two units are done. This guy's going to come up here and try to pick on Broke here. We're not going to let him. Right, 2x, activate Comet, and that should finish it off. There you go, the first boss stage of Chapter 10 is completed. Double nuke him. You don't need Silas plus Hex. You don't need their awakenings to be that high. I would say that a bonded Silas is going to be pretty necessary. But you can use any kind of like good high-end single target damage unit, like even like Sargak or something along those lines, and just be up there and help take down the boss. 2 allies doing tons of damage should handle it. If not, then you try to use 3. Alright, so the first EXP raid, is this pretty standard? Pretty standard to me. Let's zoom through this quick. We'll just use the same team. It's just another EXP raid. Chapter 10, Stage 8, EXP Raid. Very exciting. I will take it. Go ahead and put down Boreas here. We are going to put Comet. Now we're going to put Broke here down first. Better safe than sorry, right? Activate Boreas. And And we'll get Comet up top. And then we're going to activate. Put Silas down. Activate Broke here. I do a bunch of damage here. Comet's going at it. Let's get Hex in the mix. Looks like you got 99 units. 100 seconds. Is that what I'm reading right? Activate Silas. There are these two boss guys coming in. We can go ahead and place down Yovar as well to help. We'll activate Hex. We should be good. Don't you dare walk by, mister. You guys know how to do these stages. Alright, we're gonna activate Boreas right away. I'm gonna wait for Cyrus. This seems a little sketchy here. That'll help. And then we'll get down Elwyn. That should take care of things. Alright. And activate Comet. Start executing them. Sure seems like a lot of enemies, doesn't it? Almost there. Come on now. Boreas. X. I don't know. Hit that one. We'll hit Broke here too while we're at it. Only one not going is going to be Comet. You guys can't walk by. There's no way. Even if there was, I guess I wouldn't really care. Just trying to get through the stage quick. There you go. EXP Raid. We got 28,492. Did I read that right? 30,000, 31.5. Good, you get like 63 per run. I think the cost is going to be stamina. What did it say? 50 cost, so it's kind of high, but you're going to be getting a lot more. I mean, it's a good run. Alright, so now we're on chapter 10, stage 9. And this is where the whole new ball game kind of starts here. So we're going to start having enemies coming in, and they're going to be starting to put on Winter's Bite and freezes as well. So you have to bear in mind that you have to pay attention to where you're placing your units. Winter's Bite, if you remember correctly, it makes it so you can't block. It makes it so, same thing with freezing. If you get frozen, these enemies will just start to walk past your defenders, so you need to keep an eye on that. Now, if you see these two fireplaces here, any of your units that are placed in the area will cleanse off the Winter's Bite or freezes for you. So it's pretty handy. We're not worrying about that with this stage. You might have to later on, but I'm not sure yet. Anyways, going into the fight, I am going to stick to the same exact team that we've been using, although the Yovar, Silas, and Hex are not as useful here. It might be better to bring along just one of these guys, or drop Hex or Silas and bring another healer. Otherwise, they can't stay alive to help you doing any damage. This seems to be more of a mage area for doing damage. Or long-range fighters like Arrogance or Velcro, something along those lines. Anyways, let's get into the fight. It shows you right here. Bonfires. Dispel Winter's Bite from adjacent allies, but cannot dispel freeze. Make good use of the bonfires. Commander. Okay, we'll try. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and place down a Broke here. Right there, in that spot, not up top, in this spot here. It's the main area where they're going to try to get by. Hopefully we don't get any Winter's Bite. As soon as we can, we're going to go ahead and place down Comet right next to him, facing up. Hopefully take care of these enemies coming in. We can go ahead and activate both of their alts, then get back into it. Alright, now we're going to place down Elwyn facing up. As you can see, there's a little bit of a graphical glitch. I'm not sure if that is from me using BlueStacks or if that's from the game. We'll find out when it launches. And then from here, we're going to go ahead and place down Boreas facing down up on this top tile. He will be able to reach, because remember his range is 3.5, so 1, 2, 3.5, and he should be able to hit all his areas here. Wish you could just like preview that range. I don't know. Alright. Next step is going to get down hollow. Hollow's going to go here facing right. If the units do manage to get you with Winter's Bite on your Brokir, you may want to place your Volca here facing downwards first. That way if they get by, they'll get caught on Volca anyways. We're going to go ahead and activate Comet right now. Face down Volca facing downwards towards Brokir. Any units kind of get on him, she can hit them. She is built for damage in this match. And we will go ahead and just wait a little longer. We're at 2x. It's a long fight, and it seems like there's a lot going on, but it's not that bad, I promise. It might be kind of gear intensive. That's one thing. We're looking at some couple mages you need to bring out. AoE mages seem to be the top dogs here. There's gonna be enemies coming over here. It might be tempting to go ahead and place down like a X or something to be taking him out, but this guy has a lot of range, and unless you bring another healer or something, you're not going to keep him alive. So go ahead and activate Comet and Brokir. Help keep these guys all going. Get rid of these enemies. This is pretty straightforward. This is where I would place an AoE mage, like a long range one, maybe like a Nora or something facing downwards, then a healer here to cover him. But we only have one unit left to place, so you'd be really sketchy if your Brokir were to get Winter's Bite. Enemies would get by you. Go ahead and activate Boreas as soon as this little spear guy gets up here. I forget his name. Alright, so we got a lot of enemies coming in all at once here. We are hoping to get Comet's ult back pretty quickly. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 sitting there. Activate Comet's ult as soon as you can. Boreas is also helping up top. Keep in mind. You can hit Hollow's ult. Alright, that guy can come in. Should really get hit by Boreas. Up on the top corner. Like I said, we're not even using the bonfires right now. I think in some of the later stages, I'm not even sure yet, I haven't been through them all. You might end up using them a little more religiously. Okay, so still holding off down there. Enemies coming in from the bottom. You could go ahead and do something like this, like watch. As soon as he targets him, you can go ahead and place down Silas. Hopefully Silas can get his ult off or do some damage here to help out. Alright, so we're going to activate Cyrus again. Activate Silas, do some damage to these mobs coming in, and Comet as well. But that should pretty much end it here. These guys can get up here. We got Winter's Bite, they're gonna walk by. Oh, just in time. Come on, Brokir. Yep, okay, we're good. That is the iffiness. Like, you go through the whole match and not have any Winter's Bite, or you could end up getting Winter's Bite over and over and over again. It's a really low chance that you get it, but it could throw off your whole run. That's why I put Volca down there for a little extra backup, so the enemy units kind of get held up there. Come on. Just get it done already, Boreas. We're on 2x. But anyways, that is the end of that stage. Looks like Sebastian Canes is pretty busy on the test server right now. My guy, good job. Alright, so that's it for chapter 10, stage 9. Next we'll be moving on to chapter 10, stage 10. Got 5 more to go, guys, if you're still along here with me right now. Congratulations for sticking around for this really long video. My recording shows that it's like right around an hour right now. 5 more stages to go. Let's get into it. Alright, so stage 10 of chapter 10. Let's check out the stage. Get the frozen drifters, frozen raiders, frostborn trackers, and the skeletons. All pretty much the same enemies as we were doing in the last stage. And I'm bringing in the same team once again. Makes it a little easier for me to not have to build up all these other heroes just to bring them in. But you might find it more useful to bring in some more, say, mages to help with the high defenses. We're going to start off by placing Comet facing straight up here. This is going to be tight. We're going to have to place Brokir here as soon as we can. 17, 18, 19. Like I said, it is tight. Now we're going to go ahead and activate Comet. Help take care of these enemies. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and place down Boreas facing left. We're going to go ahead and activate him. Help keep everybody alive here. We're going to activate Brokir's ultimate as well. As soon as we can, we're going to go ahead and place down Hollow. Boreas is going to be freezing this guy up pretty good. Bringing a little bit of freezes ourselves. Along with the fight. Match freeze with freeze, right? Like that. And then we're going to be waiting for Cyrus and defend the bottom side. Right here. I want you to keep in mind though that as long as your units are in these bonfire ranges, they can't be any Winter's Bite. So Cyrus can get the Winter's Bite, but Brokir cannot. Brokir will get it and then get it removed right away from the bonfires. So that is something good to know. I'll go ahead and place Silas here facing right. The enemy is going to come around here. They have to go through this tunnel here. And from here, they have to go through this tunnel here. So even if they spawn here and come down, they have to go all the way around. So keep that in mind. I'm going to be doing a lot of 2x during this fight, because it's just 40 units coming at you the whole time. It's pretty boring. Go ahead and activate Hex just to help out, take care of these enemies. And Brokir, help them keep alive. And we can activate Boreas as well when we need to. Go ahead and place Elo in here facing down just to make sure you're on the field and help with the raid regen, and then make sure that Comet doesn't get taken out. He shouldn't, but just a precautionary step. We can wait on Comet's ult. He should be good. Now we're going to activate his ultimate. Activate Brokir's. Activate Hexes. We have units coming in at the bottom here. As soon as they get into Silas's range, we can go ahead and activate Silas. Right now, we'll activate Hollow as well. Then we'll hit Boreas. Okay, we're a little over halfway done. You can see it's pretty straightforward. I think it's just a hero and gear check. You know, most stages are, but I'm sure that there will be more free-to-play friendly versions of how to get these done. This is just kind of a showcase for now. Get it completed. Show what's all going on. It activates Silas again down the bottom side. Take care of this guy. We can also go ahead and activate Boreas. He will help take care of some of these mobs up top, as well as Hex. Just these 5 units up top left, and we will be done with this stage. Making progress. We're almost there. We're almost there. Take care of it, Comet. Get her done. And there you go. Next stage completed. They have the bonfire mechanics added in these stages. I'm not too crazy. I mean, they're neat, but I don't think they're as big of a difference as some of the other mechanics that were in the first part of the campaign. Maybe we'll see them be utilized a little more, I don't want to say, intuitively in the next few stages here. But anyways, we're going to go on to stage 10, 11. So now we're looking at chapter 10, stage 11. So let's take a look at the enemies, because we have some new ones. We have the Frozen Clerics. We have an AoE magic attack. Launches ranged AoE magic attack to targets within 2 tiles with a relatively high chance of inflicting Winter's Bite. Frozen Infestation summons ice vermins at the current position. These creatures trigger self-destruction upon contact with enemies in their path, dealing high damage and inflicting Winter's Bite. Doomfrost Barrier innately provides damage reduction when the monster is inflicted with burning. This buff is nullified and extra damage is taken. So bringing and burning along can help a lot. Ice vermins, these are the guys that can come to and explode, basically like the GVG kind of bombers, and they can inflict Winter's Bite as well as everybody else on here. We also have Frostborn Trackers. Some new enemies coming in. Well, let's get into it. Same team, same setup, a little bit more of a struggle, but that's to be expected. Alright, so first thing is first. We're going to go ahead and we're going to place down Brooke here. He's going to be step 1. You don't want to go one-on-one with Silas on him. These guys will take your Silas out in 2 shots. And I've found that it's kind of hard to win that fight. So we're not even going to try it. We're going to go ahead and place Silas up here. And as soon as we can, we're going to go ahead and activate his ult. There we go. Activate Procure's as well. Get a healer out. As soon as we can, we're going to get Comet and Boreas out on the field as well. We're going to go ahead and put our Boreas right here. Boreas does what Boreas does. 2x until these guys are a little closer, and then we'll go ahead and activate his ult. And Hollows as well. I'm going to go ahead and place Elo in here. You'll understand in just a moment. Here comes one of those little bomber dudes. Go ahead and place Hex facing to the right here. Silas is going to do some work. There you go. Comet will be next to come on the field. You can see there's one of those new guys. Go ahead and hit him with Hex. They do get to a point where 2 come out, and you can see that you cannot take on 2 of these guys at a time. Just won't happen. They come out 2 at a time, they're going to take your Silas out. 1 hit, 2 hit, he's going to be gone. If you don't have somebody here, you're just kind of out of luck. Just gonna hang out for a moment. Now we're gonna go ahead and activate Boreas and Brooke here, just to keep them nice and healthy. We can go ahead and activate Silas. I'm gonna go ahead and put on 2x. We're going to go ahead and activate Comet, Hollow, get some more rage regen for these guys in this area. We Boreas, Comet, Silas. You can still see how much that hurts. And we're gonna wait until the second guy comes out until we have 2 up here before we activate Hex the next time. What are you guys thinking about the stages so far? I think they're pretty fun. I think like the new mechanics being added to the game is pretty exciting if you ask me. Alright, so now we're gonna go ahead and activate Hex. We're gonna go ahead and hit Silas. It's probably gonna get taken out right away. There he goes. Now, we're gonna just wait a moment. I'm gonna activate Hollow, Comet, Boreas, and him. We're gonna go ahead and put down some bait. There you go. 2 guys are gone. Activate Yovar. But he seems to be healthy yet. Just taking down a load of enemies. That's all that's going on here. Seems like you're gonna get overwhelmed. Go ahead and put down your Cyrus. But I think we got it. Yes, we do. I can see this stage being a bit of a struggle for a lot of people. It's much harder than the last 2. Especially with the guy coming up on top there. You get 2 of those guys on one of your allied units. Gone. Alright. Another one bites the dust. Huh? Well, how many stages we have left here? We have 12, 13, 14, and 15. So 4 more stages. Let's get into it. Alright, so we're on this chapter 10, stage 12. Let's take a look at the map. We have anything new coming in. We have the frozen clerics, the frozen skeletons, frostborn trackers, the frozen drifters, frozen raiders, and ice vermins. Pretty much the same thing going on. And we're going to be going in with the same team again. Hopefully, we can get this right. Alright, so here we go. Now you can see we have a mix of the 2 different kind of stages going on here. I'm going to restart one more time. You have to get Silas placed down immediately up here in this top corner facing down. And as soon as his ult is ready, you need to activate it as soon as possible. You need to take that guy out as fast as you can. Alright, there it goes. That done, we're going to place Brokir on the left side over here. Take his spider out, it's good, or vermin. And then we need to place Boreas right on this tile here facing down. And we have enough cost to do so. There we go. Activate his ultimate. He should be able to take care of these enemies coming down here. Now we can place Hex facing left here. Activate Rokir. Help keep him alive, help keep the freezes going. Those guys, the spears, they do quite a bit of damage, so I want to keep a good eye on that. As soon as we can, we're going to go ahead and place Hollow here facing down. X for a moment. But we had to place Hollow. Now we want to go ahead and place Cyrus to the left here. X is a little slower at killing these guys with spears. I think it has to do with the damage type, so we're going to go ahead and spawn a skeleton from Cyrus. Get ready with Hex. Just go at it. I'm going to go ahead and place Elvin over here just to help with rage regen on the whole team and the heals going for these 2 guys. Keep them alive. Cyrus is a really awesome option for this because those little vermin can come up and you can just take them out. They'll just run into his skeletons and blow themselves up. Same thing over here, you want to activate Silas's ult whenever those guys come out. We're going to go ahead and activate Rokir and Boreas. And then I want to take Yovar and face him here to the left. We can help do a little bit of damage to these guys when they walk by. Whatever we can get. X has a hard time with them. Boreas is struggling a little bit over here. Not what we like to see. Cannot place any units within this area. So I mean, it's kind of tough, but none of the guys from over here seem to walk up that area, so they all seem to go up this way. I don't know why. And if they did, Boreas has got it under control anyways. We get our skeleton ready. We're up top there, and we will activate Boreas. And broke here. Get him going, and I think I just saw somebody's gonna spawn over here. Yes, but it's not a big baddie, so we're okay. Okay, so we are gonna get Hex going in just a moment. Right now. Perfect. Wait, Hollow. Make sure Hex's ult is ready to go again as soon as possible. Hit Yovar on this guy here. I'm not going to take him out, but take whatever damage we can get. Here comes a bunch of vermins. Hex should be able to handle it, but you never know. You just never know. Activate Boreas over here to finish off these two guys. We got those two guys and this little wanderer down here. I don't know where he's planning on going. I'm hoping he's not planning on going to the left. Wouldn't be surprised if he did, though. Going to the left. Oh, no, he's going up to the right, which is fine. Then with him. And Hex again. And that should end the fight. There you go. On to the next stage. Sorry for the really long video. Like I said, that's what timestamps are for. This way you have all the stages all in one video from me. On to the next stage. What do we have going on here? Alright, so now we're going into chapter 10, stage 13. Let's check out what's going on here. Holy cow, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different enemies in the stage. So it looks like now we're doing like a full mix. We have both different styles of maps in here. We have the guys in the hibernation, we have the bonfires, we have the guys doing winter's bite, we have everything going on here now. So we're gonna have to deal with that. So we have Frostborn Knights, Flamewalkers, Clerics, Musketeers, Trackers, Wallopers, Skeletons, Frozen Drifters, and the Frozen Raiders all in one stage. Pretty interesting, pretty fun, going in there with the same team. I think this is like one of the best kind of meta teams for PvE content in the game. You have two great healers. Volka is in there for cycling in and out. Yovar, Silas, and Hex are some of the best ranged marksmen in the game. We have two tanks. We have Broke here, and we have Cyrus, and they're both great tanks. And then we have Boreas and Comet in there for awesome AoE mages. Kind of a good mix. And with physical damage, magic damage, it's all kind of mixed in there pretty well. Alright, so here we go. We're going to start off by placing Boreas right here, facing up. This is like the 20th time I've recorded this. Winter's Bite is an RNG disgusting thing. Alright, so there's a really low chance that it applies, and if it applies to a hero like your Eloin, you're just screwed. Remember, they can stack up to 3 times. If it stacks up to 4 times, I think that's when Winter's Bite is actually you just stop doing anything, and Eloin will stop healing, she'll stop doing anything. So, and there's other reasons why it's been a struggle. That's not the only one. We're gonna go ahead and we'll place Silas right here. Come on, Boreas, do some damage over there. You got this. You got this. There, look at that. Beautiful. That was beautiful. I like that. It's been going. That's much better than it's been going. Trust me. Alright, so Comet's gonna be up here. He's working on this one guy here. These guys are nasty. You don't want them to get out now. I don't know. It wasn't such a big deal before, but it is now. Believe me. Don't want them causing havoc on you while you're in these stages. They're just disgusting. I'm gonna activate Comet just to get some more damage up there. I think he can take it well anyways, but we're gonna do it this way. Alright, so I'm gonna put down Cyrus right there. As soon as I can, I'm gonna get a healer up by Comet, make sure he doesn't take any damage. Alright, so Hollow facing down. Wanna wait, let these guys do whatever damage they're gonna do and just deal with it, because I want to make sure that I have Boreas ready for this guy when he comes down. We're gonna put Hex here and deal with some of these guys in hibernation. I'm gonna activate Boreas, and I will activate Silas as soon as he gets in range. Alright, you do want to wait just a little bit because you want to make sure that Silas's ult is going off when that cleric comes out right there. We're gonna go ahead and place Boreas right here. And as soon as X takes out this area, this guy here, we are going to pick him up. I need to move him to a different position. Comet can handle pretty much everything that's coming up top there. It's not really a big issue up top. Unless Procure gets Winter's Bite, and then we're kind of screwed sitting here while guys just walk on by him. When they get Winter's Bite, the enemies go walking by as if you have 0 block. You have to keep that in mind. Alright, so where are we here? We're just gonna hang out. Yep, we're just hanging. We're at 2x here. Alrighty. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and place Hex facing down here. I'm gonna activate Boreas and Silas. And in just a moment, we're gonna hit Eloin. We're not even messing around with these clerics, man. I ain't got time for these guys. They're too mean. They're too mean. Alright, so I'm gonna activate Hex as soon as these two guys start walking through. Hex should be able to take both of them out. Especially to get a little bit of burning damage there. That should help us out a lot too. See, you take out a couple of these enemies too with Boreas, that helps us out. Another skeleton up. Come on, Hex. There you go. Good boy. Good boy. I'm getting tired. Trying to get this all taken care of. I want to get all these stages on one video. It's been a struggle. Can't wait till the last 2 stages coming up to see just how nasty you can get. So you can see, I don't know why they don't target these 2 tiles here. These guys throw weapons. But anyways, we're going to activate Silas and Eloin. Not even going to mess around. As soon as these guys get a little closer, we're going to activate Boreas. And Hex. Come on now. You causing me any trouble. Do your business, Hex. Do what you do. That Hex is A5 with a maxed out Suture of Caprice. He's a tough cookie. I don't know what to tell you. It's gonna take some tough heroes to get through this. Activate Comet up here, take care of these guys up here. It looks like that's all we have to deal with yet. Now, as long as we don't get Winter's Bite and somebody walks by some random reason, we should be good to go. Is that Winter's Bite? He's got Winter's Bite. We're just going. See, that's ridiculous. That's RNG. But I did. Oh, we got it. We got it done. But he was about to walk by. I didn't think he got it. Yeah, it's kind of a nice surprise. So you can see why I'm actually been really frustrated with this stage because of the Winter's Bite. I don't mind getting by, but trying to catch it on video at the same time as we're doing it is a pain. And I've been going since, I don't know, it's like 4 hours now into this video. I'm just recording, testing up the stage. Then I have to pause it, run the stage, come back to start the recording, and then show you again. But it's been a struggle. So now we're gonna be moving on to stage 14. Alright, it's time to move on to 10-14. As my testing, I did go ahead and finish it, but I was lucky to get it done. Like I said, there's gonna be ways to beat it that I'm not doing, and you guys can figure out the other things, but we do have the Frostborn Knights, Flamewalkers, Executioners, Clerics, Skeletons, Wallopers, Raiders, Drifters, and Trackers, all in the mix. And just a fair warning, or the kind of disclaimer, I did beat it with this team, but because of time, I'm gonna just, if something happens where like somebody gets winner's bite and it just kind of scuffs the run, I think you're gonna get the idea, and I'm just gonna let go and just keep moving forward. I'm using the same exact team as I have been using this whole time, so it should be pretty straightforward. We might make it through, we might not. It's kind of hard to say. Alright, so you can see these guys down here with these three things of lava. We are going to end up destroying those. And then when they spill, they will release these guys pretty quickly. It kind of just melts them out of their hibernation. But we're going to wait just a moment while these guys come out. Once they're out and timers start, go ahead and activate Boreas. We are also going to place Brokir up here just in case they get by. They do tend to get by sometimes, but there is times where Boreas takes them out. Put 2x for a moment. Looks like we're getting taken out this time. Alright. We pick up Brokir, pick up Boreas. We're going to place Silas up here. Place Hex right here. These guys are actually surprisingly resilient to damage. It's really annoying. They do a really good job staying alive up here. Look at that damage. Without Hex's ult, you can't even take them out. I think it's a little ridiculous, but we're going to go ahead and activate Hex as well. We're going to place Hollow facing to the right. Now we're going to place Yovar here facing upwards. Activate Hollow. I'll get some raid regen for Silas. And we can place Boreas right here, facing down. The reason we picked him up and moved him because it's hard to heal him from when he's down there. But you need to have him down here to take care of these three guys, otherwise you're going to be kind of screwed. Go ahead and place Eloin. Don't worry, we have time. As soon as this guy comes out, we're going to go ahead and activate Yovar. Sometimes he takes him out, sometimes he doesn't. And then we're just waiting for Cyrus to place him down to get some defenses up. Right here. Go ahead and activate him again, because why not? Activate Boreas with these guys rolling in. Getting our skeleton up. Pray that we don't get Winter's Bite. Go ahead and pick up Hex. We're going to activate Silas. Take these two guys up out up here, and then we're going to pick him up as well. We need to change his positioning. And place Brokir here. Activate Yovar as soon as that cleric comes out. Maybe I'll take him out this time. There you go. Perfect. I like that. I like that a lot. Hex is not on the field yet. Come on, Hex. Let's go. I'm going to activate Hollow just to help try to hopefully keep her alive. The RNG, the Winter's Bite gets him sometimes. She should be over there just a dying away. And sometimes she goes all the way to the end with no issues at all. So it's tough. We're going to place Silas here facing down. This is the best way I've found to do this. There's probably other ways, but it's a struggle no matter what you do. Alright, so here comes a big group of mobs on the bottom. Mobs on the side. We do want to wait just a moment. let them do a little bit of work there. They take out a skeleton, we'll replace it. There you go. They took one out. Activate Yolvar, activate Broke here. We're gonna go ahead and hit Hollow as well. Better not die, Hollow. X, do some work over here. Take him out. There you go. Activate Silas. And Boreas. I should be able to take these three guys out. Get some more skeletons out there for defense. Do some work, Boreas. Get some work done. Yovar could help a little bit. Activate Hex again. This guy is a problem right here. I'm gonna activate Broke here. Come on. And there you go. We made it through the round. We just gotta wait for Hex to do his job. I'm gonna go Broke here, a little extra healing here. Pray he doesn't get some kind of crazy random Winter's Bite and everybody just walks on by. Wouldn't that be unfortunate? It's a pain. These last few stages, the RNG in this last campaign, Chapter 10, is annoying me at this point. But I welcome the challenge, and I will welcome it on Global when it comes out. There you go. We have one more stage to go. Chapter 10-15. This is going to be a boss stage. Let's look at the map quick. Cryolithos, Doomfrost Lord. Doomfrost Bulwark. Cryolithos has a protective shield that makes him immune to continuous damage. When the shield is broken, he enters Rampage, enhancing his attack and skills. He also periodically unleashes Doomfrost Apocalypse, transforming into a blizzard and inflicting Winter's Bite on enemies. Wintry Wasteland. Cryolithos strikes the ground, dealing AoE damage twice and inflicting Winter's Bite on all heroes. Oh my gosh. Icy Scourge. Cryolithos summons ice crystals to deal multiple instances of damage to all heroes. Frozen heroes take additional damage. Frozen Casket. Cryolithos randomly selects 2 heroes and, after a short channel, encases them in ice blocks that cannot be dispelled. When encased, heroes continuously take damage and cannot be healed. The ice blocks can be shattered by other heroes' attacks, and burning deals extra damage to the ice blocks. Oh my gosh, what is all going on here? Control immunity. Immune to all CC effects except slow. Doomfrost Apocalypse. After Cryolithos' shield is shattered, he will chain and deal damage to heroes when his HP drops to a certain threshold. During this activation, Cryolithos becomes invulnerable and transforms into a blizzard, extinguishing bonfires for a period and periodically inflicting Winter's Bite on heroes. Skills damage increases with each use. This, I know I said I'm going to do all stages, but I am at it like now for 6 hours figuring out all these stages and I need to stop. But it looks like we have him, we have all of the other heroes. There's Expeditioners, the Knights, the Frostwalkers, the Flamewalkers, Trackers, Drifters, Raiders, Skeletons. I am going to go ahead and call it, and this will be the end of the video. Stage 10-15 I am going to go ahead and do in a separate video because I feel like it's going to be a long one and it's going to be a struggle. But anyways guys, I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. You made it through this whole video. Congratulations. It was really long. We're over an hour. If you need any help with anything, takeover stage guides, hero guides, price guides, all that good stuff, don't forget to join the Discord. Join the general chat, ask for help if you need it. There's lots of people in there willing to help. And we are 500 strong right now, and it'd be nice to just keep growing the community. But anyways guys, thanks for tuning in. Until next time, keep digging.